That's a good bass. Like that. There's my best Texas rig bass of the year so far. Hey, welcome back, Patriots. It is the 3rd week of May here in Illinois. We're gonna go fish 2 different presentations on 2 different small lakes. We're gonna start with one that I really like called the Pop and Drop, and we're gonna follow up with a Grande Bass Airtail Wiggler, which is a floating worm on a light Texas rig. I'll show you more about these as we get going. Let's go find some bass. Here we go. We've got braided line to a 20-pound fluorocarbon leader to a Rapala popper. Then we got a 20-pound dropper coming off the back, fluorocarbon again, to a wacky worm. We're gonna use it like a popping bobber. And if they're not aggressive enough to hit the top water, hopefully they'll snatch up the stick bait. Let's give that a shot. We'll try over here in a different spot. Look at all the muck on the water. It literally has filled in about 3 days. It's a complete mat. That makes it impossible to fish things with treble hooks, which is what I have on this, but we'll try to, over here there's not as much. We'll see if we can get anybody to come up and smack it. There we go. Got him on the stick bait. Ow, dude, hold still. So I don't think we can consider that a topwater strike, but good morning. I knew some of you guys would be hanging around in there. He opted for the stick bait over the popper. Wasn't scared of the 20-pound test either. That was pretty cool. It's like watching a bobber with hooks on it. There's a big strip of weeds right here. What I want to do is kind of bring it parallel with that if I can, but I got to stand out on this drain in order to do that. Oh, got another one. They're coming up on, look at that. They're coming up underneath and smacking that. Little, very little, rinky dink. There you go, partner. Okay. That one was pretty neat. This is a pretty cool little gig here. I'm digging this. I've been meaning to try this for about 3 years, but I haven't, just because it's just tough around here with the type of fishing that we can do. I feel like this would really work well over deeper weeds, because you could fish topwater to try to call them up, but then you could also drop a plastic down towards them a little bit, maybe even in the weeds in the tippy tops if they're not wanting to come out and really chase. That's a better one. I was gonna say I just saw the tail of a bass swimming over there. Just saw it, and I lost my plastic. Okay, there's about a pound. Well, we got into a little bit bigger one, and I think I saw another one swimming over there, so we're gonna get right back with a new plastic, but it's working. That's 3 in about 20 minutes now that I changed spots. Ugh. Ugh. See ya. Let's get another one. This is like active bobber fishing. Well, 3 fish in about an hour and 15 minutes on this presentation. Interesting to say the least. now for some good old-fashioned worm fishing. Now this is an airtail wiggler. Got a 16th ounce bullet weight. We're gonna rig this weedless. Let's see if we can actually see any follows from up here. There's gotta be bass under this. Oh. That was a long hook sight. And guess who only had the back end of the worm? Gosh dang. Let's go see if we can make something happen over there. Well, there's a handful of them in here, but they're not especially aggressive. That one might be. Yep. There's a better fish finally. First on a Texas rig of the year. Right tippy top of the mouth. Okay. We got one over a pound. First one on a Texas rig of the year. First one on that airtail wiggler. Okay, we're gonna put them back quietly and keep fishing around here because there's a lot of fish on beds, but they're not super aggressive. Just went right over there. All right, let's keep going. Morning.
Everybody's fishing today.
I guess, yeah. Oh. Eating half of it again. Look at that. What the heck? I've seen a lot of fish here on beds, but they're all small. Let's pick up this person's garbage and throw that away because that's just ridiculous. Let's head over to another lake that's a little bit bigger and see if the fish are bedding over there too. I'll try to aggravate a few. Well, a couple other fishermen out. Smells like straight up algae. Blech. Bluegill beds or crappie beds over here. Right now we got a little chop on the water, so I'm gonna cast to some of these little lighter spots. They're out a little bit deeper, but there could be bass on them, like that, like that, like that, like that. There's my best Texas rig bass of the year so far. First 2-pounder. Let's get a quick measure. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hold still, hold still, hold still. I would say 14 and a half. 14 and a half. That does not get old, and that's exactly why I came out here. For a nice chonker like that. Let's get him released. Yep, there they go. Right back past the panfish. Past the panfish. Okay, let's try to do that again. It's been 5 minutes. Dang, that felt good. That felt good. People fishing across me over here like, what the crap, bro? Looking for spots. It's getting hot now. The water looks lower than it's been in the past, which would push those bass out further. So I'm looking out for anything that looks like a bed that's not in 2 inches of water, for something that's a little bit out that I can cast to. Leftover rainwater falling out of that tree in the breeze and hitting me. That's oh no, that's fountain water. That ain't rainwater. Pay attention to what you're doing. Oh, that's a good bass. That's a good bass. That's bigger than the last one, and that is a nice Texas rig fish. Whew. Ooh, yes, sir. 15. So about the same as the last guy, a little bit bigger. Nice one, dude. We're making a day out of it. That's another one on the Airtail Wiggler. That's quality. That's quality. That one pulled against me hard. Let's go ahead and get a good release. There she goes. Good deal. Let's try to get one or two more. That was only about my third cast over here. That was my second fish at this lake, I believe, this year. This is just a healthier lake. I love this lake. This is a little city lake here in northern Illinois. It's just got healthy fish in it. Not the biggest I've caught this year, but good ones. And I'm using that 20-pound fluorocarbon leader still. Hasn't caused an issue yet that I'm aware of. I love that so much. Been here about 30 minutes. 2 quality fish. It's another quality fish. That's another quality fish. Probably 14 on that one. That's a good day, man. Another quality fish, man. 14 on the Airtail Wiggler. I like it. The wind's coming in on this side. That could be pushing bait fish over here, but they're out past the initial drop off. They're out past where I can't see. They're not up in the super shallow stuff. I mean, it's shallow. Look at this. There he goes. Maybe one more. Maybe one more. That worm ripped right in half. So it does work well, but I mean, it's a plastic worm, so you're gonna rip them up. There's the fish. Somebody was carrying it by the back. That was a bass that just jumped out of the water. What the heck was that? I'm out of time, but there's just random bass cruising up shallow. I don't want to be done because I know I could catch another one, but I got like 5 minutes. Airborne without breaking my leader. That's a 13 or a 14. Later, partner. There he goes. I feel bad when I launch him 50 feet. Somebody picked it up. You sure felt bigger than you are. Catch them all sizes on the old Air Wiggler, huh? Cool. That's it for today. Later, partner. All right, one more cast. That worked out. That paid off. I'm glad we moved. Today was a really good day. Had good luck with a couple different presentations. Doesn't get much better than that. Let's keep going. Godspeed, Patriots. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for hanging out.